Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhum. Okay, guys, I'm going to come to this in a second. I just want to take you elsewhere. Just bear with me. Okay, so in the Daily Telegraph, what we've got is an article that talks about $1 million in ransom, a reward being offered by the United States of America for any clues concerning Osama bin Laden's son. This is again today's article. Now, any of you, 1st of March, there you go. So, subhanAllah, those of you who've been keeping up to speed with the vlogs that we've been sharing with you and how we've have impressed on our beloved O.s.a.m.a that the Heliofant animation that was published in 2012 is a animation published by the b.i.n and which within itself has encrypted all the schemes of the b.i.n that they seek to perpetrate on the Ummah, encrypted and encoded into it. And how I showed you the green snow falling in Russia, and that seemed to be a marker for a timeline that alluded towards the attack on a Pakistan using military fighter jets, but also the Islamic world and the beginning of that, subhanAllah. Now, I guess the question you'd be asking now, well, okay, what's Osama bin Laden's son got to do with this now? Well, I'll take you to the animation again and just follow me on this train of thought and this journey, and maybe perhaps you'll be able to see things as I see them. What you see over here, and please remember this shape, right? This edge, this little piece of island, right? And these few bits around it, right? And let's just continue watching this. So on this island, on this little protrusion of landmass, you've got an individual with a CIA badge on and Osama bin Laden's face, right? I think he represents the Muslims of Saudi and the UAE, so that the GCC bloc, as it were. This is what I personally believe it represents. Wallahu alam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. And then what seemed to be in soldiers that taken the exterior look of a missile, right? Of missiles. And then on the flip side, just bear with me. Now what you've got is soon after that, oil coming to a drip. Soon after showing Osama bin Laden, which I feel is symbolic of the GCC nations and missiles, oil coming to a drip and an oil refinery in the foreground, right? Now what we've got, subhanallah, remember the island, or at least the protrusion of landmass we were talking about? Let's go back to it, just so that it's not lost on anyone. There you go, right? Now let's take a look at the Strait of Hormuz, right? Okay, are you following me now? Subhanallah? Yeah? This is the strait that I was referring to, our ulama ikram, which seems to be in the east, in relation to Haram, right? In relation to Saudi, seems to be in the east. This is where I understand the black banners of the east will come from. And please, let's be clear again, I do not believe that the black banners of the east are the same as the ones, the black banners from Khorasan. I think they are two separate entities, subhanAllah, right? Two separate groups. This one seems to be the black banners from the east, the ones that will attack, right? And cause a considerable amount of suffering and death to the Arabs, subhanAllah, as per hadith, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. I think that timeline has just started, right? And this is what it is alluding to. Let's just see. It's a stab in the dark, but nonetheless, that's what I think has been encoded into this particular article, and that's what's being alluded to. And we'll just have to see whether that is the case or not. Wallahu alam. But personally, I'm a little concerned, and I think we should keep our eyes peeled and let's just see how events unfold. جزاك الله خير وأحسن الجزاء في الإتمام والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.